What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the one and only A Switch, aka who keep taking my socks off at night, aka the undefeated, uncontested, undisputed social distancing champion, aka who keep putting these damn fruit snacks in my pocket, aka the Komake Tiger Dropper, aka the nigga lip master, bringing you yet another episode of Switches Sites, episode 126. Damn. For those that don't know, Switches Sites podcast is a podcast where I myself, A Switch, talk about games just by myself, solo dolo. Yeah. Today's date is October 21st, 2021. Happy Resident Evil 4 VR day. It's a wonderful day. I'm hearing good things about it. I've yet to play it because of, recording this. So, but, first thing I'm about to do, you already know. As soon as not as soon as I gotta edit and stuff, but as soon as I get off, you're gonna see me. You're gonna see me in what is it called? What is Resident Evil 4 called in terms of I think it's technically Europe. You gonna see me in Europe. See me in Europe, European. I tried to verbalize that, but you gonna see me in Europe being European it. You gonna see me European it. I'm a let me stop. Yeah. It's a wonderful day. Fantastic day. I hope you having a wonderful day as well. Well, world-wise, nothing really notable that comes to mind. Kyrie Irving. He not trying to get that money because he don't want to take the vaccine. I'm just saying, Brooklyn Nets, if you looking, I played a little bit of basketball in junior high and high school. Less on the high school. I may or may not have been a team manager, but I mean the heart was there though. Somebody tweeted the other day, I'm gonna guard some points. I'm gonna guard some points for I think it was $200 million, his contract, but it's potentially at risk now that he's not practicing or refuses to play because of the restrictions and stuff. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Outside of that though, some interesting stuff popping off in the game in front industry, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to slice, dice, and mice. That's not even can you mice something? Mince. The head was in mince, but either way. Yeah. So pretty interesting show for you today. Got some interesting topics to talk about. So, without further ado, let's stop the dilly-dallying and get right into it. First topic of discussion. What was that? I wanted to say something else. First topic of discussion. Topics that are discussed. So, if you remember last episode, I'm pretty sure it was last episode, Netease just swooping up people. First, they took Toshihiro Nagoshi of the Godfather of the Yakuza series and a lot of other, spin-off stuff. And as well as I think his other head partner. And then just pretty much breaking before I started the show, freaking Netease has officially acquired Grasshopper Manufacturer. If you don't know, Grasshopper Manufacturer is headed by the man, the myth, the legend, Suda51, who of course makes one of my favorite series of all time, the No More Heroes series, as well as many other very awesome series, Killer 7. There's a lot of other obscure stuff that I've not actually got to myself. Michigan Report from Hell, which I think exclusively came out to Europe. And a lot of other miscellaneous stuff. Silver Case. I could keep going, but I won't. So, yeah, he is yet another pretty reputable, dope development team being acquired by Netease, which is it seemed like Netease is getting all the Infinity Stones real, cause they about to make them. They keep playing around. Netease is about to make them a pretty, what should I say? Pretty niche, pretty niche little company that'll probably get a lot of good business, especially with Nagoshi, who's probably, at least of the two, technically the more popular, not necessarily in terms of quality, because I think there's a lot of things you can kind of compare between the two. But either way, both pretty solid pickups either way. Netease about to be a threat, man. If they don't stop picking up these people, these very legendary people, it's going to be a problem, especially considering just the potential of a possibly, maybe a game with Suda and Nagoshi making like some cool maybe game together. The potential entices me. I'm just saying. The nipples perked up slightly. I have to see it first though. So yeah. So at least as far as the statement from Netease, I don't think not necessarily notable to read. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Well, since it's shorter. Netease Games is a company of passionate gamers. I'm slowly getting back into it. And many of them are fans of Grasshopper Manufacturing Incorporated. Mr. Suda's games have unique characteristics. They manifest his design philosophy and artistic pursuit in every aspect. From concept to content, Grasshopper Manufacturing Incorporated has also integrated styles and elements from various media formats such as film noir, detective fiction, punk rock, psychedelic electronica, cyberpunk, and so on. Additionally, Grasshopper Manufacturer is one of a kind in terms of mood setting, movement design, and narrative rhythm design. Their strong passion for creativity, which has continued for decades, is extremely admirable. Netease is honored to be the companion of Mr. Suda and Grasshopper Manufacturer on this new journey into the future. We hope to give the studio creative freedom and sufficient resource support in order to empower said studio to create even more sensational works for gamers worldwide. NetEase would like to extend just its invitation to brilliant game creators in Japan and around the world. NetEase Games has been committed to the concepts of unleash the potential of creators and bring quality interactive entertainment experiences. We hope to empower more outstanding creators and continuously create good games. NetEase Games itself is a big developer community of tens of thousands of developers. In the past few years, NetEase has built connections with top game studios in Japan, the US, Europe, and other regions through investment, joint ventures, co-development, etc. Additionally, NetEase will provide funding, technology, resources, and other support, and organize communication and sharing sessions among top creators around the world so that creators can inspire each other and fully release their creative potential. Well, I know that was a lot, at least for me, but at least what I got from that, you definitely, just from that statement alone, at least the first paragraph, is that you could tell NetEase for sure totally understands what Grasshopper is and, embodies, and their vision. At least they pretty much summed up my impression of them as a development team. So it seems like, if anything, they're definitely in a very good home, which at least to my understanding, this is bigger than Gun-Ho, which is, I believe, Grasshopper's previous, I guess, sub company that they were under. So I mean, at least what that tells me is that this definitely tends to a lot of potential for Suda to go crazy, even crazier with unlocked, maybe not unlocked, but an unlocked budget within reason. So all in all, NetEase looking all right. NetEase looking all right in my book. Looking all right. Looking kind of good. I'm just, oh, hey. Where you going, NetEase? Don't, wait a minute. Moving on. DC Fandome. DC Fandome. I don't know why I wanted to say that again. I gotta do it. If it cooperates, we'll see. DC Fandome. Doug, it made me want to say Doug Dimmadome. Shout out to Fairly Odd Parents, but let me stop. So DC Fandome happened this weekend, or I think Saturday to be specific. Had a lot of interest. Well, I mean, pretty much a huge, just damn fucking just burst. I'm trying not to sound nasty, but just a huge excretion of just juicy details of everything that's DC related. Pretty much, it feels like. They premiered, at least slightly off topic, I guess, but they premiered a lot of the DC media in terms of not Shazam. Actually, they did do Shazam. Shazam. I think Fury to the Gods. They just showed like a behind the scenes clip for what else? Oh, I kind of related Black Adam, who of course Dwayne The Rock motherfucking Johnson premiered. They showed a little brief clip showing the I guess the dawn, the imminent dawn of Black Adam, looking pretty dope. He just choked a dude and turned him into a skeleton. It's like, oh, oh, that's Black Adam. Oh shit. What else? The Batman, the Robert Pattinson's I want to say Robert Pattinson's Batman, but you know what I mean. Basically, the new Batman, Robert Pattinson. They showed a whole trailer with him, and I think at least what looks to be the main protagonist for this is the Riddler. So finally we can have a Batman without the Joker for once. Feels refreshing. The Flash, they showed the Flash, which seems to be like has Michael Keaton's Batman from I think the Tim Burton Batman movies back in the day. So supposedly he's gonna be in the movie. There's a whole there again. It seems like that's the trend now. Messing with the multiverse of storylines. At least what I'm assuming within DC, to some extent. So, Peacemaker. If you watched Suicide Squad, John Cena's his spin-off Peacemaker film or TV series that's going to be on HBO Max. So you got that. I mean, at least those are all the ones that at least come to mind. I mean, there was like a lot of just miscellaneous little videos and content being premiered, but probably the biggest interest of DC Fandome is we got some game footage. At least the first one is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That kind of had the intention I wanted. Suicide Squad. We actually saw. Well, I guess we technically didn't see. We technically didn't see like actual gameplay, but what looks to be in-engine game footage at least gives us somewhat of a taste of what the main game is going to look like when it comes out. But it does look pretty good, at least from what we saw. So you got Deadshot, you got King Shark, I believe. You got Boomerang, Boomerang, I think. I'm just showing my knowledge right now. You got Harley Quinn, of course. So, I think they confirmed it's not multiplayer. It is single player, and you'll be presumably taking the role of each of these characters at certain parts of the story. But what they show is pretty interesting. Of course, one of the coolest factors of this is that you're supposedly supposed to kill the Justice League, which is how does that work? I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, if anybody could do it, it could be Rocksteady. It would be Rocksteady. So they show, what did they show? Penguin showed a funny clip of them shocking his ass. I guess they were straight line that he's getting away, he's still running, shock him. But he's down and debilitated because of the shock already. And he was like, yeah, he still keeps moving. He's just shocking his ass to oblivion, essentially. What else? They showed, I think, a little glimpse of Superman, which I'm very interested how they're gonna make that work. I mean, spoilers. I mean, it's probably gonna involve kryptonite to some extent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They showed, I think, Wonder Woman, who looks to be kind of being on the side of the Suicide Squad, as well as the Flash. I saw the Flash in there. Didn't see any Batman. So I'm curious if maybe there possibly some, I don't know, continuity with this and the next game I guess we'll talk about, which is Gotham Knights, which showed an interesting aspect of the trailer, which seems to dive into the Court of Owls storyline, which at least somebody who's not read the comics seems to be a pretty pivotal, my God, pivotal, fuck, Jesus, pivotal, there we go, pivotal point in the recent like DC comics storylines where I guess not to really spoil it too much, but apparently it somewhat explains that Bruce's family was notoriously kind of the root of evil in a very very loose tense of everything, to be as vague as possible. But it looked interesting. As somebody who's not fully aware of this storyline, I'm definitely intrigued. They have some definitely never before seen characters that at least I'm not familiar with in the gaming space. It's that's at least specifically all I would be aware of. So, yeah, I'm interested, or dare I say, well, I'm motivated. But yeah, I mean, at least overall, DC Fandome was pretty dope. I'm looking forward to all these releases. I think Kill the Justice League is supposed to come out in 2022. I think, as well as Gotham Knights. So it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Moving on. Nintendo Switch Online. So this was, I think, last week. I think the Friday of last week. They dropped some deets. Last Friday. I guess I'm misremembering and just getting stuff mixed up in my head. But either way, they announced Friday that there is gonna be an quote unquote expansion pack for the Nintendo Switch Online service, which for those that don't know is like pretty much the Nintendo's equivalent of Xbox Live. I guess it's not called Xbox Live technically anymore, but you know what I mean. Xbox Live, PlayStation Plus, where you get an assortment of games for a subscription, essentially. At least in this case, you get finally we get Nintendo 64 games, which I feel like we talked about this before, didn't we? Oh, I think now I remember. They announced this, but didn't announce the pricing yet, or I think as well as the release date, I want to say. So we did actually get the finally got the pricing, which is going to be yearly $49.99, and as a family pack $79.99, which is that's a big ass jump from $20. I'm just saying. That's a big ask. That's a big ask, you know? So either way, they did reveal that, as well as Animal Crossing, I think Happy Home Paradise, which is the pretty big I guess this kind of redundant big expansive DLC for Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I watched a bit of the Animal Crossing Direct, which it's a lot of stuff that like is over my head as being like a first time Animal Crossing player, at least jumping into this one, this being my first Animal Crossing. But apparently people are really excited for that frog chair. I guess it's apparently a chair you sit on and makes frog noises. Who would have known? Damn frog chair. I get it though. I get it. Just a lot of very minuscule stuff that, at least for the big Animal Crossing fan, is, at least from my understanding, it was collectively positive from everybody that's, Animal Crossing veterans. Um, that sounds weird for me to say. Animal, hey, hey, I'm an Animal Crossing veteran. You already know. Trying to shuck and jive Tom Nook is just tough times out here, man. I'm just trying to make a living, I don't know why he sound like he been through life, but oh man, this damn Tula bitch with these bells, she don't come around. Just what the bells looking like today. Let me stop. I feel like there's some potential there. Grizzled Animal Crossing veteran. If you steal that idea from me, just credit me or something, please. I got them. So that DLC will be directly included with the expansion pack. So from what I researched, it seems like as long as your online membership is active, you have access to this DLC. But if you pretty much nope out of it after a while, you don't have access to that DLC, which is weird. Is weird. I see the intention though, that of course I think it's Animal Crossing, especially when you factor in the pandemic, is like the biggest Animal Crossing in terms of sales to date. So, and I think it's actually competing a lot with Nintendo's original consoles, if I recall. So, yeah, but yeah, that is steep. Going from $20 a year to, well, $50 if you're going solo, or $80 if you're doing the family plan. It doesn't seem like a worthy proposition. You got the Nintendo 64, which is pretty good in of itself, but you only get a limited amount of games, and they're only, from my understanding, trickly coming out in very like staggered fashion, which it depends. If you're a huge ass Nintendo 64 fan, I guess so. But then you got the Sega Genesis Mega Drive, which is, I guess, the weirdest thing about it is that you have the Sega Genesis collection already on the Switch, where you can play a wealthy amount of the games already. I think, if not all of them. So I'm curious what would be offered differently for this compared to other stuff. That's my curiosity. So I don't know, man. At least as a whole package, it does not seem that enticing. Am I gonna get it though? Am I specifically gonna get it? More than likely. I do like Animal Crossing. I've actually kind of somewhat missed out on N64 in terms of like the essential games. So I think for me personally, this is a perfect spot for me to kind of dabble in the N64 games, even though I technically got one. But of course, I forgot. They did also drop pre-orders that are now, I think, of course, don't last too long. They did have pre-orders for the Nintendo 64 controller, which, to my understanding, has actually included Rumble in the controller, which is pretty dope. So sorry, Rumble Pack fans, who who knows? Maybe it still has that compartment for you to kind of play fantasy. I don't know. Relive that memory, I guess. What else? At least for the Sega Genesis. Well, you get the Sega Genesis controller, but we already talked about that where, you know, at least depending on where you are, for people in the US, it feels like you kind of got slighted because you only get the 3-button Sega Genesis controller, you know, compared to like Japan. I think Japan specifically, where they get the 6-button controller, and it's like, maybe we wanted that. Can we get that? Why can't we get that? I mean, that's clearly the better controller, the superior controller. What we gonna do with a 3-button controller? Can't can't do the hold last attack, blitz attack. I forgot what it's called in Streets of Rage, where you hold the button and they do the attack. You can't have that. You can't do that with a 3-button pad. It's all bad. Now I'm upset again because just Nintendo just doesn't like the U.S. in some extents. You know, some avenues that just were not appreciated, not loved. It's okay. If you really want it, you could go on eBay, where they are scalping everything to oblivion. And of course, these controllers are included in there. I think getting charged for like 3 times the price, because I think off the bat, I think it's like 60, and I think I saw it going on eBay for like 180. Scalpers gonna scalp. Scalpers gonna scalp. That's all I'm gonna say. All in all, a little mildly disappointing. At least for me personally, there is a lot for me to enjoy, but I think for people that you know, at least we're waiting for 64. That's it. And then the proposition doesn't seem to be that enticing, but we'll see. We'll see. Moving on. God of War. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dum, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. I forgot the rest. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's God of War. Is it? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think that's God of War. Had to fact check myself real quick. I think that's God of War. I believe. Either way, if you like God of War and you're like, I don't want to get a PS4. Didn't want to get a PS4 for God of War. I don't want to get a PS5 for God of War. Well, boy, that was no pun intended. Oh God. Oh man. Who? Well, boy. That shouldn't have took me out, but it did. Well, boy. I got some news for you. God of War has been announced officially, coming to PC January 14th, 2022. $50. You got DLSS, 21:9 support, You people with your extra wide screens that just ridiculously wide, Let me stop. What's cool, I think is interesting as well, is that you do have full support for the DualShock 4 and DualSense controllers. Wide, this is interesting. Wide range of other gamepads. So clearly, I think it's pretty evident we're gonna see. It's gonna be so weird having a God of War game with Xbox button prompts. That's gonna be weird, man. God of War with Xbox button prompts. That's gonna be weird. Fully customizable bindings for mouse and keyboard. I don't know who you are up there. You people that are playing third person games with a mouse and keyboard. You need to go. Not, I'm concerned. I want you to see a therapist because I'm concerned. I just hope everything is okay. Don't hurt me. I only speak because I can't fathom. Yeah, ultra rod support. So, if you want to see Kratos every angle, you want to see every little hair, little furry hairs that be on people. I mean, oh god, no, I want to see the fur. You want to see that? You want to see that peach fuzz arrow feet? Oh. Why is that not so specific? Oh, God, let me stop. You want to see that? You want to see that furry hair? Okay, I'm sorry. Oh man. Now I got peach fuzz in my peach fuzz on people. When the light glistens just right, you see that peach fuzz. What is this? Wow. I don't know how we got there, but we did. Okay. Had to gain my composure real quick. Of course, 4K resolution, unlocked frame rates. That's what I like to hear, baby. I want them frame rates unlocked. I want them frame rates unlocked. So, PC players eating, man. PC players eating. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, if you play this on PC, I feel like you gonna really want to play it on, get a knowing how close Ragnarok is gonna be, at least next year, releasing. I think it's definitely gonna, well, at least get some PC players to try to find a PS5. Like I'm acting like they're widely available, which is far from the truth. So, yeah, good win for PC players. You love to see it. Hey, if the scenario's right, one day I see God of War looking good on the Steam. Get a little see it in a Steam sale or something. If you see me double dipping, mind your business. If you see me double dipping, mind your business. Let me stop. You love to see it though. You really do. You really, really do. Keeping the PS5 train going. Chi. Well, there we go. Don't want to stay in auto-tune. Don't want to stay in it. Dbrand, the one probably most popular brand when it comes to skins for literally almost everything, any form of technology, consoles, phones, yeah, you name it. They have they had the PS5 brand, I forgot what they call them, PS5 darkplates. I think that's the official name for them. Where essentially they were like, answering the call for, a lot of players that Understandably so. Was not a fan of the PS5 design, which is very inverse ice cream sandwich. Somebody's probably made that reference. I'm sure. If you want an ice cream sandwich with the chocolate on the inside, it's PS5. But yeah, they were selling the dark plates. I got one myself, and I think that when they started selling them, they were like, "Hey, Sony, sue us. You can't sue me. Sue me." If you get that reference, you could be my friend. I'm just letting you know that right now. If you know where that reference is from, if you know where that reference is from, you could be my friend. Yeah. So, that was like pretty much around last year. Probably like pretty much on the brink of the PS5 and next. It's weird to phrase now. Next gen consoles releasing at that time. At least now Sony was like, okay, all right, we'll sue you then. But on the weird grounds of that they're suing, or at least threatening to sue Dbrand due to the design of the dark plates, where they look similar to the PS5 or the PlayStation logos, but not really. They're obviously, understandably so, satire of their branding. Instead of an X, you got like the skull crossbones. Instead of the O, you got like the nuclear icon. You got I forgot what the triangle one was, but either way, you get what it looked like. So apparently that's the grounds that PlayStation is threatening to sue them. But I believe Dbrand pulled the dark plates due to that because of Sony's threat for legal action. So sue us. Okay. All right. Damn. Okay. Fuck. Damn it, man. It's gotta ruin everything. Fuck. Damn. Damn, man. So, but I believe they're supposedly gonna, I guess, rework it and then sell it again. So, who knows at this point? You think Sony would just make their own plates because, clearly fans want that. But I guess maybe they know it will sell probably ridiculously crazy. But I mean, I totally would be down for one. Or colored ones. Get a blue one. Put a blue one out there. It better not be translucent. It better not be translucent. I swear to God. Sony, don't you dare release a translucent. Sorry, just had a flashback of consoles of the past that just something about that translucent just does something to you, man. I'm trying to tell you. Let me stop. Moving on. Splinter Cell. I think we talked about it a while back in terms of the rumors that it could possibly be coming back, or at least to some official capacity. At least according to VGC, it seems like Splinter Cell supposedly has been officially greenlit, according to their sources. Which, I mean, it's Splinter Cell. How long you gonna keep that gold dormant? So either way, it seems to be greenlit. I guess no, I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, supposedly it's going to be led by a studio outside of what I believe is like, Ubisoft's traditional studio. So this might be a smaller studio that maybe, give it to somebody that's hungry, that want it. So we'll see. I don't know. Just to kind of maybe just reiterate maybe whatever I possibly said before, but I think we cannot have Splinter Cell without Michael Ironside. He definitely needs to come back. Hopefully, I know he said he had some health issues, which I think was the reason why he couldn't do Blacklist. But man, we definitely need some Ironside. We need some iron. I need some iron on my side. I'm just saying. What was his? I can't remember a very notable line. It just has just a smooth, like a calm, menacing demeanor about him. Just like, hey, we're buddy, but I'll snap your neck if you try to cross me. So I think that's definitely a must. That standard, Splinter Cell gameplay, just tactical espionage, kind of filling the void that Metal Gear Solid, well, for obvious reasons, isn't currently, at least, rumors considered, not able to fulfill. So I think if they just stick to their guns, maybe take it back to the roots. I don't know. I really did like the mark and execute system mechanic from Splinter Cell. What was it called? Blacklist. What was that one? Splinter Cell. He looked like a normal man, but he throwing people. It's the most ignorant explanation of it. Just look like a normal man, but he just throwing people. That's gonna kill me now. Splinter Cell something. Splinter Cell Conviction. Yeah, Splinter Cell Conviction. Okay, so that was the one that started the whole mark and execute stuff, which I really liked it. It was pretty dope. Kind of, put a little spin on the gameplay. Kind of made things a little bit more fluid in like kind of just gameplay overall, which I think overall just made the game way more enjoyable. So I definitely would like to see that come back, but I don't know, just outside of that, stick to the basics. Just Michael Ironside just saying stuff. Hey, we could do this the hard way. We could do this the easy way. I don't know, something like that. Where is my daughter? Well, I mean, so, I'm excited though. I'm excited. Give me. I've been saying it. I want Splinter Cell. I mean, while we at it, probably brought it up before, but I mean, I would definitely love to see Spies versus Mercs come back as well, because I miss it. Just that good old, I don't even know how to describe it. Just good old, just tactical. Hey, what are you doing there? They don't say stuff, but you could. That's the thing. You can just use your imagination and kind of project that. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah. I think I recall that somebody is making a fan game dedicated specifically on that mode. We're trying to, pick up where Ubisoft dropped, the ball, obviously. So maybe I'm just reminiscing on old days, but I don't know. I think there's just a lot of potential for a Splinter Cell game. I think there's still life in Splinter Cell. The potential is there. It's up to Ubisoft to hopefully capitalize on it in the best way, where all parties involved are benefiting from it. So, moving on. Xbox Series X storage options have been revealed. So we did get some new storage capacity options. So we started with the base 1 terabyte card option, but now we're gonna get some more. We got the 512 gigabyte option, and hey, if you if you balling like that, if you know you got if you balling like that, and if you got Diddy on speed dial, you got Jay-Z trying to you got Jay-Z trying to have dinner with you tonight. So why is he gotta be so rugged if he's rich? So, if you balling and you what? I guess you went through some hardships to get where you are. if you ain't sipping out of that caviar bar, I can't fuck with you. If you I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is, but if you why is he so rugged if he's rich? I guess that's maybe that's a misconception. Maybe you can't. I mean, obviously you could be rugged and rich, you know. Why you if I can't wipe my ass with hundreds, I don't know who can. Let me stop. So yeah, if you got them connections like that, you got the 2 terabyte storage expansion card option, whopping $400. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. $399. Damn near what? It's a damn Series X, and I guess technically a 512 gigabyte card. So for the price of that, you can get a 2 terabyte card. So but it's good to see finally, even though it's proprietary, which is kind of a little yucky, some more expansion, because I mean it's been a full year since the Series X has been out. So that storage is getting a little bare. Storage getting a little it's getting a little tight. It's getting a little too cozy. So hey, they expensive as hell, but at least the higher options, but they are there. The price of cutting edge technology, man. Yeah, I can't wait till we see actually offerings of other providers, storage providers, actually trying to get in on this to hopefully at least eventually knock these prices down. So hey, at least I mean, but you could also, if you got a PS5, you can get what was it? I think it was like a $4,000. It was either a $4,000 or $1,000 card. I think it was like 4 terabytes. A 4 terabyte NVMe SSD. That's like 1,000. Cool G. Hey, if you about to be you about to do some elbow tennis with Jay-Z, you that ain't a problem. Let me stop. So well, it's happening. So and just some interesting I guess mistakes, if anything, is Atlas, who is known for one of at least my recently new favorite series, which is Persona, basically had a contest that was upcoming that they popped on Twitter earlier this week that you could win, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Fall of Man. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Fall of Man. Why am I had to sound like I'm curious about it. Premium edition. Persona 5 Strikers, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Catherine, full body. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster game codes, and an Atlas merch bag. But when they had, I think it was either their site, or I think it was their site. Their site, they did have Persona 5 Royale listed for Nintendo Switch and PC, which are two platforms that the game has yet to be released on yet. So everybody started freaking out. Oh my god, what? Persona 5 finally? I was like, god damn. got Joker in the goddamn Smash, and he don't even got a damn game on the Switch. Well, I guess technically Persona 5 Strikers, but you know what I mean. So at least finally, we got our answers prayer, but no, we did not. Atlas, they dropped a treat. A treat and a tweet. Comment on the quote unquote typo. What did it say? I was like, if you saw that listing on our prize page, no you didn't. No you didn't. No, all right. So we got the screenshots, but at least they did chuck everything up as a typo. But I mean, was that just fate? Was that just fate telling Atlas, hey, maybe we do want Persona 5 Royale on other platforms than the PlayStation 5, which has this weird defaulted exclusivity, it feels like, where it's like, it seems like one of those games is just exclusive because, I mean, no discredit to Atlas that maybe they're just too lazy to port it. I don't know. Maybe that's strong. I mean, Persona 5 is on PS3 technically, so I mean, the possibility is there. It's just, I think it's a matter of when than if. So we'll see. That was a pretty fun ass typo though. Either way, it's like, oh shit, that's a pretty dope prize. Look when Persona 5 Royale on Switch and PC. What if it was like maybe like 2 copies in the world? I would eBay, that boy, he you sell that thing on eBay, you well, you ain't gonna have no problems, I'll say that. But that'd be so mean. You could get Persona 5 Royale on Switch or PC. We only got one though, and you gotta win it in a contest. So and after that, that's it. That's it. One person that gets to play Persona 5 Royale on Switch and PC. The sodium levels will be insane. That's all I'm saying. Sodium levels at an all-time high. You know, just maximum sodium. Maximum sodium. But I digress. With that being said, that concludes all the news for this week. Let's get into what I've been playing, which has been, you know what? I was feeling very nostalgic. I was feeling really nostalgic. So I was like, you know what? I was kind of missing it. I've been fiending a little bit for it. Let me go ahead and play some more Metal Gear Online 2. Not 3. Metal Gear Online 2. So I hopped back on. I've been inactive for so long they deactivated my account, had to reactivate it, and then actually get access to start playing some of that classic, well, comforting, I say as well, MGO2, and it feels so good. It feels so good. If you don't know, the modding community way back in 2017, they figured out a way to essentially reinstall Metal Gear Online which was removed via patch a while back after MGO2 was officially discontinued. Brought it back and, you know, got the servers, made some fan servers, and basically got it running if you downloaded a specific version backup for your PS3. It's a very involved process. Only the true fans that really want to play it again, you know, got to go through some hoops to try to get it. But once you do, it's like you never left, you know. It's just everything feels good, you know, feels just like you when you played it before. They have been like adding some new content, which is pretty dope, like, you know, new music and stuff in terms of like the menus, and actually a couple new maps that was pretty dope, like that are taken from, I'm pretty sure, the campaign that they kind of maybe slightly adjusted and configured to for multiplayer, if I'd you know, assume. So but man, it feels so good to play. It's like you never left. It's like that glove that never gets, you know, never not fits, you know what I mean? It just, it's comforting, man, you know. Just give me some MGO2, Resident Evil Outbreak, File 1 and 2. I'm home, you know. That's where home is. So yeah, just had a really good time revisiting, reminiscing the fun times that were and still are Metal Gear Online 2. Moving on. Also got back into some of that Lost Judgment. Just trying to find that Judgment. I'm trying to find it. I just can't. I can't find it anywhere. Fuck. No, but pretty much just been straight up playing a lot of the I think what they're called are the school sub stories. I think I talked about it before, but playing more of that and really enjoying it. Like, I'm starting to do much more of the stuff they have been showing, like in the trailers and stuff. So got the freaking box. They have a whole damn boxing mini game, which is pretty in depth, which also leads me to suspecting that maybe, just maybe, if I work hard enough, I might unlock it as the last final style. That's kind of been a tradition for a lot of the at least recent Yakuza games, for the most part, with, you know, a couple exceptions. But I'm curious, you know, after you, I would assume, this is totally me theorizing, I don't know for sure, that maybe if you, because I believe all the school stories all supposedly tie up together or something like that, that maybe if after you complete everything in the school storyline, that probably then you unlock the boxing style, which would be freaking dope if that's true. Excuse me, that will definitely really make me enjoy the game even more than I do now. I'm curious how it might make style switching a little slightly more cumbersome. I would like the flexibility to like use the D-pad like you could in Yakuza Kiwami and Zero, where you can directly go to whichever style from whichever other style. But at least with this, you're kind of confined to whatever a set order of your style. So you can only go from Tiger to Crane, from Crane to, I forgot it was Tiger, Crane, Swan, I think. I'm probably butchering it, but I think Swan. You know, switching from those specifically, which, you know, I feel kind of cripples the creativity in terms of, you know, combat, if you want to, you know, find and discover new combos and stuff like that. But who knows, there might be I don't know, item, or after you fully beat some particular sub story, you may just unlock it or something like that. Either way, I don't know. I'm definitely curious. I'm intrigued. There's this whole this whole skating storyline that I'm starting to get into, that like, you know, it's this set of skaters that been tagging up places and you got to find out who's been doing it and then, you know, to uncover that. What else? Oh, there's this is pretty dope. It's a freaking, they have a whole esports like a club within the high school where they're playing freaking Virtual Fighter 5 competitively. And you know, that's pretty much your kind of goal in the game, where you're playing Virtual Fighter 5 and you know, which is like, oh, Virtual Fighter 5, okay, easy, you know. So I thought that's pretty cool, kind of actually incorporating one of the mini games that's been a long kind of running thing. In some instances, a meme for some people is like, oh man, hey, oh this is this is Virtual Fighter 5 with Yakuza 5, you know, that you could I could play Virtual Fighter 5 with the added bonus of Yakuza. Like, what? Oh, come on, man. So, yeah. Overall, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. It's still, it's hitting. It's hitting. It's hitting. It is hitting. I'm gonna just say that. So, also, of course, been playing a good amount of Back for Blood. Beat the story or campaign over, well, not over the weekend as well, but it's a very hard point. So let me take my sip before this, because we got a lot to discuss about Back for Blood. So at least initially, I played it I think right when it came out a little bit. Wasn't really feeling it. But then I was like, you know what, I'm definitely gonna give it another shot. I think this was after they dropped a patch that supposedly fixed a lot of issues that, I don't know, I think maybe subconsciously was just turning me off in some way. So yeah, I did give it another shot. I was enjoying it much more. Yeah, overall, it does a lot of things better than Left 4 Dead for sure. But at the same time, it's just some things you do miss from Left 4 Dead that I wish was there. Probably one thing that, like, I think was annoying for me personally is you know, if you play Left 4 Dead, you know, you got the hunter, spitter, smoker, tank, probably some other ones that at least I don't recall off the top of my head. I mean, depending on one or two or whatever, which I think I've probably picked a bit from each, but either way, you feel like, you know, those special monsters, or I think they're called specials or whatever, I don't know. At least that's what I refer to them as, the specials in that game. You know, they're very distinct, recognizable, and you knew right away which is which. I feel like with Back for Blood, the specials in this game are overwhelming. I feel like is the right word, where it's like, so there's like, I guess technically one of each technically like form or special, but then on top of that, they have like 3 variants of them. So, and then those 3 variants have specific names. So you at least personally, I run into the issue where it's like, I'm not sure what that is. Bloater, I think. So I ran into a lot of that personally, where it's hard to recognize what they are, which I guess maybe if you study hard enough, which I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of an indication of the game. I don't know, not making the characters stand out enough in their own unique ways to, I guess, in turn make them more memorable as well as like recognizable. I think in turn, you know, which I don't know. I feel like they all should have a base name and then maybe a variant of that name. Like, I don't know, bloating blurber or something like that. I don't know. Clearly, I'm not a great name creator. I don't. Is there a person that does that? I guess would it be the writer? I don't know. There's questions that need answers. But yeah. So I mean, that's like a minor gripe. It just is annoying. It gets annoying at times, like especially if you on comms and you want to point out somebody, but then you're spending a lot of time trying to recognize who it is and what it's called, and by the time you do that or figure it out, it's like, you know, damage has already been done. So it is what it is. I just personally, I think there could have been some more work done to kind of make either one, make them more recognizable, or two, just, I don't know, something. I don't know. It's just something about that, I guess, personally just didn't click with me. I guess another aspect that I did like, I know initially when I was talking about the beta for this game, I didn't like the card system, but now after playing through the whole campaign and the progression of the card system is definitely like a really very like one of the best components of this game, and I think also makes it more keeps you playing as well, because it does give you a sense of progression where pretty much depending on the cards you get and the combination of the cards can make you really really a strong ass opponent, and also make you stronger in your strengths, how you choose, whether it be like melee, support, or I think technically it's guns. I think there's like a couple, those three categories loosely, where, there's different things like that. But you can get really creative with the cards, and, some cards have a detriment. So you could technically, at least from what I saw with some of the cards, you can like pair them up with other cards to kind of negate the negative side effects that some of the cards have. And then in turn, like, I could definitely see yourself making the cards making you really powerful, and probably more than likely making you, I don't know, more, just powerful overall. That, at least initially starting out, I feel like the hardest mode or the easiest mode felt hard as hell to me personally. I don't know. It just seemed like it overall was really difficult. I think which could be like circumvented if you had a really beefy card deck in combination that could really, kind of, I guess, steamroll like the difficulty, and like, I don't know, give you plus 100, 200 health, or like every shot that you make, you get like plus 20 speed or something. I'm just at least fantasizing essentially in terms of what could be, I guess the make or break kind of factor of the game. And I think ultimately could make you more just powerful overall. And I think it's more for sure essential for like the super ridiculously like harder modes, like fucking Nightmare, which I'm still having a hard time fathoming how you can play anything more difficult than the easy mode. But apparently I'm pretty certain it's gotta be the whatchamacallit, the card system, which I think is gonna just keep you playing overall. So but it was just very weirdly difficult for easy, which I think hopefully they patch. And then apparently they did patch the issue where it's like you would get freaking 7 specials at once or something like that, which felt very excessive for sure, which didn't seem like that should be happening, but supposedly it's patched. But I'd still, at least in my experience of playing, at least in solo queue as well as with friends and stuff, it seemed to still be rampant, if anything. So I don't know, but overall, after everything's said and done, I did enjoy Back for Blood. I think it definitely hits a lot of the beats and is the next logical, I guess, evolution of Left 4 Dead. And it does expand everything in I think the ideal way, I guess, obviously considering that previous people that worked on Left 4 Dead are making this game now. So all in all, I mean, hey, it's on Game Pass, so I mean, if you have that, I think it's a done deal. You should definitely get it. I don't know if you I keep going back and forth in terms of like, if you don't have a good group that you play with, it may be a hard sell. I don't think this is a good game to play if you just intend to play like solo queue consistently, which I felt you could do with Left 4 Dead, but I feel like with this one, especially the last act, which is just it's a make or break. I think if you have a good group or people you consistently play with, I think it's definitely worth it and a pretty good time overall, personally. So yeah, all in all, Back for Blood. the blood is back. The blood for your back. Back for Blood. I don't know why I did that. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. With all that said and done, I think that pretty much concludes everything I did this week. I didn't actually watch much, anything notable at least. All the shows is gone. No movies that I'm at least interested in watching. With all that said, I think that will conclude episode 126 of Switches Sites. If you did enjoy this podcast, feel free to like, rate, and subscribe on your favorite podcasting / video platforms. You can also catch me record this live on Twitch TV / aswitch on Thursday evenings. You can also catch this podcast in video form on youtube.com / aswitch. You can also check some archive videos I've not uploaded yet that I'm actually getting around to uploading as well. But till next time, y'all, I got some Resident Evil 4 VR to play. Get your game on. Oh yeah. Nobody's safe.